After St. Paul, St. Francis Xavier is generally recognized as the greatest missionary in the history of the Church. He was born in Spain in the 16th century and ended up being one of the first companions of St. Ignatius in his founding of the Jesuit order. And by all accounts, St. Francis Xavier was an extremely talented man. He was brilliant, he was a great athlete, and he was a striking figure when he walked into the room. When he was there, you knew St. Francis Xavier was present. And he also burned with a desire to spread the gospel. And there's some beautiful letters that he wrote to his spiritual master, St. Ignatius, expressing the desire that more people would respond to this call to spread the gospel. He writes to St. Ignatius from India, and he says that really the only thing that's keeping these people in India from being great Christians is that there's no one to teach them about Christianity. There's no one to speak about the gospel to them, to teach them their prayers. And he felt this desire to go back to the universities in Europe and kind of shake people out of their complacency and say, these things that we're focusing on are misguided. Using these gifts and these talents just to pursue kind of professional and academic glory is misguided. That really the primary mission is to spread the gospel and to help other people to know who Jesus Christ is. And he said that if only people knew how dire the situation was and how important it was to spread the gospel, that they would give all these things up and say, send me to wherever you want me to be, that I might preach the gospel, send me anywhere, even to India. And reading this letter, I thought about, even Fairfield County. Because the reality is that we currently live in an area that is mission territory. You don't have to go across the globe. You don't have to go to India or Africa or Asia to be able to spread the gospel and to be a missionary. You can be a missionary right here in Fairfield County. And so the need is great. And what we need are priests who burn with evangelical zeal, who desire nothing more than to share the love of Christ that they have with those they encounter in the world. To teach the people who are in the pews in our parishes that the greatest way of life is to live a life of authentic discipleship of Christ. Our Lord says that the harvest is white and ready for the harvest. And so we have to respond. If we feel a certain calling to participate in that as a priest, the time is now. The time is to respond to that call and say yes to our Lord, to engage in the great mission of the new evangelization, which happens right here at home.